Welcome. This is the KNUST Academic Information Manager, AIM. AIM is a mobile app for students of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, developed by the University Information Technology Services. It is a mobile companion of the online student portal, which is also a part of KNUST's Student Information System. Its main objective is to bring functions of the online student portal to mobile devices. Features of the app include course registration, results checking, lecture timetable, KNUST news, payment of fees, profile information, and notifications. Here is how it works. Download and install the app from the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store and launch the app. Log in with your KNUST student's credential and then create a 4-digit PIN code to protect your sensitive data. To view and update your profile, tap on the profile icon and confirm your active phone number and email. You can view, download, or share your exam's results using the result icon. Tap the download button to download results slip. This will be downloaded as a PDF document. To register courses for the semester, select the registration icon and begin your course registration. All compulsory courses are selected by default. Select the required number of courses for each elective set and proceed. If there are any trailed course or courses, select the courses and proceed. Review selected courses and make changes as required. Save registration to complete your registration. Download your registration slip and submit a copy to your exams officer. To view your school fees information and transactions, tap on the fees icon. You may also download or share bill information and bill transactions. Students can view upcoming classes that have been set by their colleges. Tap the View details of upcoming class time, date, venue, lecture room, building, and the lecturer that is teaching the course. You can set reminders before the start of each class, get directions to the class venue, and add the timetable to your personal calendar. The KNUST AIM app makes life on campus for students the best experience.
The KNUST Feedback app is a web-based application for students, staff, and other stakeholders of KNUST developed by the UITS. It is a platform for collecting feedback and ideas to help the university improve on its service delivery. Its main objective is to gather suggestions for consideration by management. To access the Feedback app, visit feedback.knust.edu.gh. You can submit feedback or ideas as a staff, student, alumni, or guest. To submit a feedback or idea as a staff or student, click on the Staff or Student section and log in with your credentials. Input your feedback or idea and submit. To submit a feedback or idea as a past student, click on the Alumni section and create an account. Input your feedback or idea and submit. To submit a feedback or idea as a guest, click on the Guest or Anonymous section. Input your feedback or idea and submit. To remain anonymous, enable the Stay Anonymous checkbox. Input your feedback or idea and submit. Management. will follow up on your suggestions or contributions. The KNUST Feedback app helps management to provide better services. The KNUST Feedback app is a web-based application for students, staff, and other stakeholders of KNUST developed by the UITS. It is a platform for collecting feedback and ideas to help the university improve on its service delivery. Its main objective is to gather suggestions for consideration by management. To access the feedback app, visit feedback.knust.edu.gh. You can submit feedback or ideas as a staff, student, alumni, or guest. To submit a feedback or idea as a staff or student, click on the staff or student section and log in with your credentials. Input your feedback or idea and submit. To submit a feedback or idea as a past student, click on the alumni section and create an account. Input your feedback or idea and submit. To submit a feedback or idea as a guest, click on the guest or anonymous section. Input your feedback or idea and submit. To remain anonymous, enable the Stay Anonymous checkbox. Input your feedback or idea and submit. Management will follow up on your suggestions or contributions. The KNUST Feedback app helps management to provide better services.
The KNUST swimming pool will open soon. There will be an array of fascinating and enjoyable activities, including parties, events, swimming lessons, and live music during the weekend. Come and enjoy local and continental cuisines along with your favorite drink. Your tension will melt away in a calm atmosphere of Kumasi's only Olympic-sized swimming pool. Can't wait to see you there. KNUST swimming pool will open soon. There will be an array of fascinating and enjoyable activities, including parties, events, swimming lessons, and live music during the weekend. Enjoy local and continental cuisines along with your favorite drink. Your tension will melt away in a calm atmosphere of Kumasi's only Olympic-sized swimming pool. Can't wait to see you there.
It's with much pleasure that I welcome you this afternoon to our orientation program as fresh students of the Institute of Distance Learning. The program has been carefully crafted to provide you with some bits of information and to welcome you into our unique culture of academic excellence. The program lineup is as follows, please. First, the director of the Institute will deliver a short welcome message to all of us as fresh students of the Institute. This address will be followed by the Institute Registrar, who will brief us about what the Institute is all about. The Registrar's presentation will be followed by the Institute Finance Officer, who would also tell us all about what we need to know as far as school fees and its payment modalities are concerned. The Institute Examinations Officer will also be at hand to brief us on examinations and all related matters. After his presentation will be that of the Institute Counselor, who would also brief us on counseling services that are available to every student of the university. There will be a question and answer session so you can clear all your doubts after these presentations. During the question and answer session, please take note that you can raise your hand, and when you are permitted, you ask your question, or you can even type your question in the chat box, and then we can keep tracking that one. Once again, a heartfelt welcome to each one of you. And may this orientation program be the starting point of a fulfilling and enriching academic adventure. My name is Abraham Edusei, your MC for this afternoon's program. You are most welcome.
Dear fresh students of the Institute, I am Professor Matthew Glover Addo, the Director of the Institute. On behalf of the Board, Management, and staff of the Institute of Distance Learning, IDL, I have the pleasure to warmly welcome you to this important orientation program. I first want to congratulate you all for gaining admission to further your education at Ghana's premier science and technology institution and the world's #1 destination for quality education. It is indeed a unique opportunity for you to join a multitude of KNUST alumni across the globe to contribute your quota to the development of Mother Ghana. As fresh students of the Institute, there is the need to orient you on a lot of issues pertaining to your studies. In view of this orientation has been put together to inform you about the Institute and the way we conduct our affairs. You will get to know our unique blended mode of delivery, where we combine face-to-face and online activities. You will also be briefed on student registration and how to register your courses every semester, the payment of your school fees, as well as the conduct of examinations. You will also be introduced to the various support services that are available to you, your general rights and responsibilities, and other information relevant to you as a student of the Institute would also be touched on during this program. There will be a live question and answer session where your concerns will be addressed as part of this program. In addition to this general orientation program, specific program orientation would also be organized for you. You will be informed of the details of this program-specific orientation via your official WhatsApp pages, which have been created for you. There is also a self-paced course on e-learning tools you will need for your academic journey here at KNUST. This information was captured in your admission letters, so please do take note. All these have been put together to help you find your feet as fresh students of the Institute in tandem with our core value of being student-centered. On behalf of management of the Institute, I pledge our utmost best to make your study period very smooth and successful. If you have any difficulty, our dedicated staff, whose contact would be made available to you, will be at hand to offer the needed assistance. I once again welcome you to this program and to the Institute, where you will find your study period very fulfilling and exciting. Congratulations once again and welcome to our orientation program. Thank you.
I have the pleasure of the board and management of the Institute to welcome you to this session of our orientation program. I am Busu Ansa Deborah Esquire, and this session is to give you a bit of insight into the unique operations of the Institute of Distance Learning, IDL NUST-K NUST Kumasi. Our vision is to be a leading institute in providing access to continuing and tertiary education and training through distance learning in Africa. For that matter, our mission is to provide increased access to quality, flexible, and demand-driven continuing and tertiary education programs through the use of wide range of information, communication, and management technologies. Our core values is provide quality education and training. That's why we are first in quality. Equitable access to tertiary education, and that is why we spread our tentacles across the country. Culture of excellence, we believe in excellence, and learner-centeredness. Let me walk you through the structure of the institutes. IDL, it has a status as a college in affairs of KNUST. It has a board and a management team, both chaired by the director. The management team, we have Professor Matthew Glover Ado, who has spoken to you, and he's the director. Professor Anthony Andrews is the deputy director. And good self already, also Ansa Deborah Esquire is the institute registrar. Dr. Phyllis Obemboatin is the institute finance officer. We have Dr. Daglopoku, senior lecturer as the institute examinations officer. And Mr. Francis Kantogoji is the institute internal auditor. We have other senior members, Dr. Charles Apri, assistant Bono East, and Ahafo regions. And then finally, Western Zone is for Western North, and Central regions. With respect to centers, the institute operates in the following centers. We have Kumasi, that we are located at the NUST campus, Castle Fault block. Some of the students refer to as examination building. Accra, we have Kwabena Learning Center, Makati, and now the newly one Adenta Learning Center. Sunyani, we are at Catholic Pastoral Social and Training Center on the Techiman Road, New Doma community. Secondly, Takrade, we are at the Kansarodo Learning Center. Some call them Kansas City. We are there. Ho, you can locate us at the Ho Technical University. And Koforidua, we are at the Ghana Highway Authority Training School along the Koforidua Suhum Road. In Tema, we are at ECG Training School Community 10. Tamale, we have a learning center at Kapohini. We share wall with the Senate Regional Office. Wa, you can find us at the Dr. Hilary Mann Technical University premises. And Boga Senior High School, Bogatanga, they call them Big Boss. That's where we can be found. But because of accreditation issues, now some of the centers in these towns that are mentioned may be put on hold. You just visit your portal. You can find where you have been admitted and then where you are to have your facilitation. We are still there to give you support if you have any difficulty. Our mode of delivery, as we said, we do the hybrid, or what we call the blended, synchronous and asynchronous. That is through face-to-face and online session. What this means is that you attend face-to-face, or you can have an online lectures as well. Your timetable will indicate when you have to come to face-to-face or you'll be online. You have to check your programs and then you can see that. We have what we call the virtual classroom. As a distance learning institute, a lot of activities are carried out virtually. So please go online. We normally use our virtual classroom and the address is myclass.knust.edu.gh. We have the Zoom, YouTube, and other social media handles that we conduct our affairs. The virtual classroom is an online classroom that allows participants to communicate, view presentations, interact with learning resources, and working in groups. Visit the platform with your login details supplied you after the payment of your fees for live classes. You heard me, after the payment of your fees. Access your course material, lecture slides, videos, and other learning supports. You'll be taken through the basics of the virtual classroom and other applications such as the AIM app, course registration, as well as the course briefs. We have dedicated program-specific support teams for all our programs to assist students with issues. They are in charge of the official class WhatsApp groups created for you. Join the group and interact with your support team ahead and classmates. Please, yes, listen to your classmates, but verify it from the person that IDL has dedicated as the team leader. It is important. Our students are also provided with Vodafone SIM cards for monthly data and call credits to assist you with the online activities. The SIM cards will be distributed to you at your center during your biometric registration period. We have student support services. So these are the services that we provide: academic support, administrative support, and counseling services. In the academic, we provide you with the lecture materials, the videos, the slides, your username and passwords, the timetable for your lectures and for your examination, and then the contact details of your facilitators, the support team, your program coordinator, the lead facilitator. They are all available on our website. So please don't joke with the website, go there for the support. In the administrative support, we will give you your ID card, which will be printed and distributed to you later. The letters of introduction, academic transcripts. If you want to defer your programs, if you want to change your program, but mind you, change your program, there are rules. It's not as of right. So I'm not saying that change your programs, but you can change your program. In each of the above that I've stated, write officially to the director of the institute with your index and student numbers, your phone number, your email address, and programs of study. Let me repeat that. Please, whenever that you are writing, quote your ID number, the student number that begins with 20. It is important. And state the program that you are reading. In many occasions, you find students writing letters, writing only their names. Yes, your name is unique to you, but you'll be surprised to know that about 4 people use your same name. So please, the identification numbers are important. Our support center is also available to assist you. Every program has a head of department, a coordinator, an examinations officer, and then the IDL team that I've introduced in our centers. Please contact them. They will help you to solve your problems. Let me talk about examinations. This examination officer definitely will brief you about the conduct of examinations in this university. The university has rules on the conduct of examination. So please read them on our website and in the student's guide available on our website. If you indulge in examination malpractice, you will be made to continue to write your exam. But after the paper, you will be made to write a statement. You will later be invited to Kumasi before a committee to hear you on the allegation. I bet you it is not a pleasant experience, so please desist from any examination malpractice. You will see men with beard weeping like babies, so please don't attempt. I always say that if you cheated once and you're not found, please don't continue. Here we are vigilant. You may be found. And if you are found guilty of the offense, you could be warned, reprimanded, rusticated, or we will dismiss you from the university. It's not good, so don't do exams malpractice. Remember that the university has a general disciplinary authority over all students, including you, ideal students. You are considered to be on probation for the entire period of your program of study and may be withdrawn at any time for unsatisfactory academic work or misconduct. It is stated in your admission letter. All students are thus expected to abide by the rules and regulations guiding their study. There will be a question and answers will be provided of this program. So just take notice of all that we send. I hope you jotted them down. When it comes to that, you may ask any question that you wish. In conclusion, I say congratulations for gaining admission to this prestigious university. You are welcome and thank you.
I warmly welcome you to the account session of the Institute. My name is Felix Obeng-Boateng, the Institute Finance Officer, and I'm here to talk to you on 4 key issues: categories of fees that you are to pay as a student, mode of fee payment, terms of payment, and finally, in case you need further inquiries, how to get through to us. With respect to the categories of fees, as a student, you pay fee to the Institute by either tuition, receipt fee, or thesis extension. The tuition fee is attached to your admission letter. Let me also remind you that this fee is subject to change in the subsequent years. You will also be asked to pay receipt fee in case you are not able to pass a course at a go. The thesis extension fee is applicable to postgraduate students who will not be able to complete their studies within the stipulated time, i.e., if you are MSc student, you are to complete your study within 1 year. If you are MPhil student, you are to complete your study within 2 academic years. Any extra that you go attracts thesis extension on semester basis. In respect to mode of payment, you are to pay your fees through the designated banks of the university. These are the banks through which you can pay your fees to the university, i.e. the institute. You can pay your fee at GCB, CBG, Ecobank, Republic Bank, Stanbic Bank, ABSA, Stanchart Bank, UBA, and Car Bank. Please do not get into any bank and pay fee into any particular account number. Every fee must be paid to KNUST main fee collection account. It is also important to make sure that you clearly indicate your student identification number on the pay-in slip. This will help us easily update your account with us. With respect to terms of payment, if you are a postgraduate student, you are asked to pay a minimum of $6,000 as a commitment fee. This will help you to be able to do your registration and access online facilities of the institute. If you are undergraduate or a diploma student, you are to pay a commitment fee of $1,500. Soon as you finish payment of the commitment fee, login details will be sent to you through which you can do your registration and all other necessary things that are expected of you as a student of the institute. Please note that these commitment fees are part of the fee that you are to pay for the academic year. By the time you write examination, you are to pay up to 70% of the fee for the year, and the remaining 30% is to be paid before the second semester begins. Please, if you fail to comply with the payment schedule, you will not be allowed to write the examination. In case you need further enquiries, you can get to us through the hotline 0540-206262. You can get to us through this number either on WhatsApp or a voice call. You can also walk to us to our building at the Casely Hayford building, the second floor, and you can have interaction with myself or any of my representatives. I know that you're going to enjoy your stay with the Institute of Distance Learning. Once again, we thank you for having your studentship with us.
Welcome to the orientation from the Ideal Examinations Office. I'm going to cover the university examinations, its significance, rules and regulations, and other related examination and results issues. We work with program examination officers and coordinators to ensure the effective preparation, execution, and processing of examination results. Registration. Students are permitted to write exams in only the courses they have registered for. In other words, without registration, you are not considered a student of the university. Therefore, you should make sure you register on your own. Registration shall not be by proxy. What that means is you do not rely on somebody else to register for you. The university has provided the AIMS app for everybody to register from your phone, your laptop, or any computer you can access. Why do we write exams in the university? Your ability to pass an examination shows that you as a student has acquired a certain amount of knowledge in some branches of your study. Therefore, a student's success in an examination becomes the help or the guide for employers and others to assess his or her mental and general ability. In the university, you are awarded a degree only after passing all the required examinations. Now let's talk about the grading system or the grading of our examination. Our grading takes two main forms. The first one is continuous assessment, which is going to be 30% of your overall score. The continuous assessment comprises of quizzes, assignment, class tests, essays, tutorials, practicals, mid-semester examination, and so on and so forth. The second form is the end of semester examination, which is going to take 70% of your overall score. A pass mark of 40% is required in order to pass every exams you write. Examination malpractices. The university does not tolerate examination malpractice and so punishes any infringement severely, including dismissal, when after investigation the student is proven culpable. This means if you are caught in any form or act that is considered exam malpractice during exams, you will be allowed to fill an exam malpractice form. Please cooperate and fill the form because everything else will be taken from there. Grading system. The school uses A, B, C, D, and F grading system. A comprises of 70 to 100% in an exams, 60 to 69.99% is considered a B, 50 to 59.99% is considered a C, 40 to 49.99% is considered a D, and 0 to 39.99% is considered an F. Once again, in order to get a first class, you are supposed to get a CWA of 70 to 100%. For second class upper, you need a CWA of 60 to 69.99%. For second class lower, you need a CWA of 50 to 59.99%. And for a pass, you need a CWA of 45 to 49.99%. Anything below 45 is considered a fail. Note that you have to get at least a CWA of 45 to get a pass degree, but in the case of postgraduate, you need a minimum of 55% to get the degree. Deferment. We know that some of you, because of some circumstances, might not be able to continue your program for about a year. Now, for a first-year student, you can only defer your program on medical grounds. That is, if the medical report is accepted by the Director of the Health Services for KNUST to be true. As a continuing student can write for deferment to the Director within the first 4 weeks of reopening. And this must come with a reasonable excuse. Everything will be evaluated and the institute will respond to your request for deferment. If it's granted, please ensure that you see that you have been tagged as deferred in the system. And whenever you are ready to come back to school, please make sure that you write for resumption and ensure that you have been reinstated in the system before you continue with your things. If you have any challenge, please get in touch with your coordinator or examination officer to help you. Status of students. Now, a student can be tagged as on probation or repeating. Now, after supplementary examinations, if we see that you as a student have a CWA of 40 to 44.99%, you will be tagged as on probation. A student on probation is required to improve his or her performance, that is, obtain a CWA of 45% and above within 2 semesters. Failing to obtain this, the student shall repeat the year. Repetition and conditions for repeating a student. A student deferring his or her program automatically is repeated for that year. 2, a student on probation for the second successive time is going to repeat that year. 3, a student trailing more than 3 courses as incomplete, deferred, or fail, or a combination of them at the end of the academic year will also be repeated. And 4, a first, second, or third year student obtaining a CWA of less than 40.00 at the end of the academic year will be repeated. Withdrawal. When a student absents himself from all courses for a semester or all the semester examinations without any reasonable excuse, that student shall be withdrawn from the school. Remarking of examination scripts. All examiners pay attention and are careful with the grading and marking of their scripts. But a student still has a fundamental right to query how their scripts are marked if they feel very strongly that their results do not reflect their effort. There are procedures for students who make such requests. All the details are captured in your student guides and code of conduct. So please refer to that in case you want to embark on such a mission. Dressing. Students, both male and females, are entreated to dress decently to the examination hall. Any candidate who does not dress decently will be refused entry into the examination hall because examinations are considered formal activity. Indecent exposure or any form of dress code that does not look decent can lead to you being refused entry into the examination hall. Examinations. No candidate shall enter the examinations room later than half an hour after the commencement of the examination. Also, no candidate will be allowed to leave the examination room until half an hour after the commencement of the examinations. No candidate shall be allowed to leave the examination room within the last few minutes of that paper. Candidates are also not permitted to commence writing on answer booklets or scannable sheets or question paper until the invigilator instructs them to do so. Writing on the answer booklet, scannable sheets, question papers prior to the start of the examination shall be treated as a breach of examination regulations. Attendance are taken in every examination to ensure that candidates are present. Every candidate should make sure they have signed the attendance sheet, or where biometric attendance is taken, make sure you are fingerprinted before leaving the examination hall. Any candidate leaving an examination room temporarily shall be escorted by the attendant appointed for that purpose. The invigilator shall take every necessary precaution, including physical search of the candidate, before a candidate is allowed to leave or return to the examination room. Now, unless specifically authorized by the examiner, no candidate shall take into an examination room or have in his or her possession during an examination any book, materials, hat, bag, pencil cases, mobile phones, smartwatches, programmable calculators, palm-top laptop or palm-top computers, scanners, radios, etc. An invigilator has authority to confiscate such documents, materials, or items, and the matter shall be reported as a breach of the examination regulation to the Deputy Director in writing. Now, shading and signing of scannable sheets is also very, very important. So during exams, when you are given your scannable sheet, make sure that all required fields are shaded correctly. Remember, machines mark the scannable sheets, and so wrongly shading the scannable can lead to your script being rejected. Also, there are some times that we have issue with identifying scannable sheets. So in some instances, you'll be required to write your program and sign the scannable sheet so that in case of the need to identify your script, that can be used. Thank you very much, and I wish you all the best in your program. We are here to serve you, and see you. Bye-bye.
Hello, my name is Joseph Asamoah, counselor for KNUST IDL. I welcome you to today's orientation for all freshman IDL students. Congratulations for gaining admission to this prestigious university, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. I am here to give you a brief information about the KNUST Council Center and how you can locate us, specifically myself as your counselor. The KNUST Council Center provides the following services to our cherished students. 1, to help them overcome alcohol and substance abuse. 2, help our cherished students to balance their academic work with their social life. Others also include manage trauma and crisis, build self-confidence, manage stress and anxiety, also help our cherished students build healthier and stronger relationships, and many others. As an IDL student, you are not overlooked. Below are some specific services that your counselor, myself, can provide. 1, your counselor, that is myself, can help you develop good study habits, good relationship, how to balance your academic work with your social life. That is a major challenge for IDL students. And then psychological assessment, be it behavioral, intellectual, or emotional. Please contact me on the following hotlines: 0278 698 948 or 0543797 216. I'm available mostly during the normal working hours from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Do not hesitate. Please, I repeat, do not hesitate to give me a call or text. There is also this that I want to add, that I will be visiting you at your centers during your midterms and end of terms exams. Please, I will announce my presence when I come. So please take 2-3 minutes of your time and then visit me anytime that I come to your center. Thank you for your attention.
At this point, ladies and gentlemen, we want to take a very short welcome message from the president of the Distance Learning Students Association, Mr. Abu Damba. And this will be followed by the president of GRASAG. So, Mr. Abu Damba, over to you now.
Thank you very much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Musa Damba Idris Abu, President, Distance and Learning Student Association, undergraduate. On behalf of the entire executive and the entire student executive body, I welcome you to the #1 destination for quality education globally. It is an absolute pleasure to sit in front of you of bright minds and aspiring hearts. Today marks the beginning of a journey that will undoubtedly change your futures, foster lifelong friendships, and open doors to endless opportunities. As you step into our campuses across the nation, please do not envision it as only a learning place, but as a canvas in which you paste a masterpiece of your university experience. Remember, in the face of challenges, you are not alone. This is a community which supports, uplifts, and inspires. On your journey to these academic degrees, remember the roadblocks are not an obstacles, but they are stepping stones that will propel you towards success and achievement. I'll end with the words of Nelson Mandela, who said, "Education is the most powerful weapon to transform the earth." Please take this transformative power and let it be your compass towards your journey. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Damba, for your most inspiring words to our fresh students. Remember, he said that every obstacle must not be seen as a stampede, but as a stepping stone. At this point, shall we please take a listen to Mr. Felix Kofi Edusei, who is the president of the Graduate Student Association of Ghana, KNUST, and take his welcome message. Mr. Edusei, over to you now.
Thank you very much, Mr. Edusei. My name is Felix Kofi Edusei, and I represent the Graduate Students Association of Ghana, KNUST. I am officially here to welcome all IDL students to the #1 in education to the #1 in global education worldwide. Our core mandate as student leaders is to provide a listening ear, channel your grievances to the university management. Most often than not, IDL students complain that student leaders have neglected them in their various campuses. Under the leadership of the 31st GRASAG KNUST Executive Committee, we are going to give you a listening ear. We are going to attend to your needs. We are going to channel your grievances. And university management is going to hear about all your problems and challenges and issues you are going through within the various campuses for IDL students. Thank you very much for the opportunity. And as I said, GRASAG is here to listen to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Edusei. He has made a promise to all of us that Every grievance of ours channeled through them, management of the university will get to know and address them for us. At this point, we want to come to your question and answer session. So just a minute, please. Thank you very much.
The KNUST Feedback App is a web-based application for students, staff, and other stakeholders of KNUST developed by the UITS. It is a platform for collecting feedback and ideas to help the university improve on its service delivery. Its main objective is to gather suggestions for consideration by management. To access the Feedback App, visit feedback.knust.edu.gh. You can submit feedback or ideas as a staff, student, alumni, or guest. To submit a feedback or idea as a staff or student, click on the staff or student section and log in with your credentials. Input your feedback or idea and submit. To submit a feedback or idea as a past student, click on the alumni section and create an account. Input your feedback or idea and submit. To submit a feedback or idea as a guest, click on the guest or anonymous section. Input your feedback or idea and submit. To remain anonymous, enable the Stay Anonymous checkbox.
Welcome back.
Management
At this point, I
will
want to
follow
take
up on
your
suggestions
questions
or
and
contributions.
answer them as appropriate. With me to do justice to all your questions are, from my immediate left, Dr. Felix Obeng-Boateng, who happens to be the Institute Finance Officer. To my immediate right is lawyer Usu Ansah Deborah, who is the Institute Registrar. And to my extreme right is Professor Anthony Andrews, the Deputy Director of the Institute. Let me remind all of us that our director is currently at Adenta joining us live. So he may be allowed to join us when it is appropriate. Somebody is asking, I wanted to know if IDL students will be having lectures at Tema campus. So this one, I'll throw it to my registrar to answer. And if my deputy director has other issues to add to about the centers and why some centers are not running with the GTech issues and all that. Registrar, over to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Duse. Yes, there will be lectures at Tema, but not for fresh students. The continuous students will have lectures at Tema ECG Training Center. Yes, the issue is with regulations from GTech. We are still talking. We may go there, but for now, it is only the continuous students. We are sorry, but we are working hard. Don't worry, if you are at Accra today, Adenta facility, nice one. So for the time being, let's go to Adenta and Kwabenya or Makati centers. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my Institute Registrar. I think a lot of Tema people are having issues. Somebody is also asking, MSc Management and Human Resource Strategy students in and around Tema are requesting for our program to be hosted in Tema. The same Tema issue. Registrar, do you have something to add to what you said earlier? Or did you want to come in at this point? Deputy Director, in addition to what Registrar said.
No, I think that the Registrar has said it all. We wish we can run it for you at Tema, but for now, I will advise that you stick to the assigned center. I think we have posted the information on the various platforms. Just check to be sure where you've been assigned to and then attend lectures at the place for now. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, my Deputy Director. Somebody is also asking the same thing. I chose Kufudia, but I'll be giving Accra. Somebody also is asking whether Sunyani will run. Registrar and Deputy Director. Deputy, would you want to start with this one? Kufudia and Sunyani, are we running or not?
Well, the student or the question is not specifying which program, but we are running some programs, not all. Some programs have been given permission to run at Sunyani and then Koforidua. So check on the specific programs and then which centers are running. And then you stick to that arrangement. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Deputy Director. Somebody is also asking that can the person's center be changed? Registrar. So somebody who was given, let's say, Kumasi, and for some reason the person has been transferred to Accra. Can I change from Kumasi Center to the Accra Center? Registrar.
Thank you. If you read your admission letter so well, you were admitted to KNUST, IDL. So it's for convenience sake that you are going for your lectures at either the Kwabenya Center or Kumasi Center. So first and foremost, you are a student of IDL. Having said that, what it means is that, yes, you can change your center. Let's say this weekend you are here, today is Saturday, tomorrow, for some reason you have to go to Tamale. You can go there and join the class there. Same thing that's being taught. There may be different lectures, but the same qualification that they are teaching. So yes, you can do, and you can change it. If it is one day, you can, but if it's permanent, then you can write to us so that you know, for logistic purposes, you know that you'll be in this center and not that center. We are flexible. We can do that for you at any time. Thank you.
Registrar, but on the heels of this, I know for Ideal there's a caveat that, let's say I am offering MSc Accounting and Finance, and I am at the Adenta Center. I've been transferred to Ho now to go and work there for the next 2 years. But unfortunately, Accounting and Finance is not being run at the Ho Center. Happens to such a person, Registrar?
Unfortunately, since the MIFI is not being run there, there's little that we can do for you. But you know that it is face-to-face and online. Okay. So you can join the online from anywhere. If it's so difficult that you cannot make it the face-to-face, the videos are still there that we can run. By this, I don't say that don't attend the face-to-face. But in such a situation, there is a remedy. And the remedy is that you can join or you can upload the videos and be at speed with your mates. Thank you.
In that circumstance, Deputy Director, what about examination? I have prepared my exams. I know that my center is Kumasi. And the night before the examination, I'll be moved. All of a sudden, something has happened. I have to go to Accra. Can I write my exam in Accra, Deputy Director? Is it possible?
That's the flexibility that we are having for KNUST Ideal. Everywhere you find yourself, you can write your exam. So, as you said, assuming you find yourself in Ho, for example, and then your center is Kumasi, there's that flexibility to write your exam at Ho Center at any time. You just make sure that you inform your coordinator or your exams officer in time so that you can make the necessary arrangements for the questions to be sent to that particular center. Thank you very much.
So, Didi, in effect, what you are saying is that I can go to a center and write an examination, but I must inform the institute in advance so that my question paper will be sent to that center so that I can have access to it. Is that what it is?
Exactly so.
Thank you very much. At this point, we want to switch a bit onto fee matters. And Dr. Felix Obeng-Boateng, somebody is asking a question that he doesn't understand the meaning of year 1, MSc Information Technology, the fees that they are paying, and then year 2, the fees that they are paying. So if you could explain a bit on that, because he said 16,028 first year and 5,232 for second year. What does that mean, Efu?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Dusey. If you are an MSc student, you are having a 1-year duration for your study. So your fee is 16,028 Ghana cedis, 9 pesos. If you happen to be an MPhil, that's where the year 2 fees applies. So there's no ambiguity about that. MSc is 1 year and you pay year 1 fee. That's it. If it's MPhil, then you have year 2 applicable.
Okay, Thank you. It means that if your program is 1 year, you pay the 1 year fees.
Yes.
But if your program is a 2-year program, instead of paying the 16,000 twice, IDEA has been magnanimous enough to reduce the second year fees from 16,000 to the 5,000. Yes, so in effect, the person is going to pay something smaller. Is that not what you are saying? That is very good. Thank you very much, Efu, and for your magnanimity to reduce the fees. Because ideally, if it is a 1 year, you are paying 16,000. If it is 2 years, you are paying 16,000 times 2. Is that not it? But thank you very much for registration issues. People are having a lot of issues about registration in the V class. We want to attend to them a bit later on. So let's move on. Somebody is also asking, is there a Telegram page for the timetable and another information? I have not cited the semester timetable yet for marketing option. Timetable, marketing option. Didi, would you want to say something small about that one before the exam officer comes in?
Well, for all timetable issues, please visit the Institute website for more information. Please make use of the Institute website. Thank you very much.
Okay, then somebody is also saying that I have made payment but can't have access to the AIM app. That one would also be addressed later by the technical team. Please, can I change my elective course after registration? That one too, I think the Deputy Director, would you want to take a bite at that one? He's saying elective course. I don't know, some of the sociology and those people, they have some electives.
Yeah, that's the BBA and so on and so forth. Yes, so for, in such cases, please contact the program examination officer. He will be able to assist you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Institute Registrar, somebody is still asking. I chose who, but Accra has been given to me. Even though you have already explained, please, would you be kind enough to still buttress this point?
Yes, there's no program specific here. But if, because of numbers, the program may not be running at home, and that is why we've been giving Accra. It's expensive running distance learning. So we have a threshold for a class or for a program to be run at a specific center. So in this student's case, it might be unlucky that the students' numbers are not up to the minimum or for the break-even point. So ask your friends also to buy forms so that you get more students and then you'll be running at your nearest location. Thank you.
Thank you very much. At this point, there's somebody who's also asking, could you please outline the process for change your program? Somebody wants to change his program now from strategic management and leadership to monitoring, planning, monitoring, and evaluation. Deputy Director, what do you say to such a person? And what will be the process? Maybe Registrar can also add a bit of information to that one.
Okay, thank you very much, AB. First of all, you must qualify for that particular program you want to change to. Once you qualify, then you can formally inform my office, and then we'll take you through the process to change the program. But then if you don't qualify, you will not be given the program that you are asking for. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Deputy Director. At this point, we want to take a few minutes of break and then put your questions together for answers. Thank you very much. Right.
To mobile devices. Features of the app include course registration, results checking, lecture timetable, KNUST news, payment of fees, profile information, and notifications. Here is how it works. Download and install the app from the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store and launch the app. Log in with your KNUST student's credential and then create a 4-digit PIN code to protect your sensitive data. To view and update your profile, tap on the profile icon and confirm your active phone number and email. You can view, download, or share your exam's results using the result icon. Tap the download button to download result slip. This will be downloaded as a PDF document. To register courses for the semester, select the registration icon and begin your course registration. All compulsory courses are selected by default. Select the required number of courses for each elective set and proceed. If there are any trailed course or courses, select the courses and proceed. Review selected courses and make changes as required. Save registration to complete your registration. Download your registration slip and submit a copy to your exams officer. To view your school fees information and transactions, tap on the fees icon. You may also download or share bill information and bill transactions. Students can view upcoming classes that have been set by their colleges. Tap the View details of upcoming class time, date, venue, lecture room, building, and the lecturer that is teaching the course. You can set reminders before the start of each class, get directions to the class venue, and add the timetable to your personal calendar. The KNUST AIM app makes life on campus for students the best experience.
The KNUST swimming pool will open soon. There will be an array of fascinating and enjoyable activities.
Most welcome back. At this point, I want to invite Dr. Felix Obeng-Boateng to tell us a bit about the payment of the fees. There's something in the fee column that they call it commitment fee. And some people are getting confused about it. Therefore, can you be kind enough to explain to us what the whole thing is about?
Thank you, Mr. Dusey. The commitment fee for postgraduate students is 6,000. If you make that payment, it's contribution towards your total fee payment for the academic year.
So it means that it is part of your fees.
It is part of the fees that you are paying, that you are making the down payment of 6,000. You need to make that one so that you'll be able to register and have access to the online facilities of the institute. So it's part of the fees. It's not in addition to what you have on the fee schedule.
Okay. And then the undergraduate and diploma, it says
the undergraduate and diploma is 1,500 cedis, and the same explanation goes for that as well. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Efo. Per the rules of KNUST, every first year student, you must fully pay your fees. But, you know, when Penifo say, matters are not easy now. So IDEA has been magnanimous enough to allow you to pay something small to be able to register and become part of us, so that the rest of the piece you will be able to pay.
Yeah.
Some people have the money, but they don't want to go and pay. What do you say to those people? They have more than the 6,000 to pay, but because you have said the 6,000, they want to pay only 6,000.
Well, I would advise that if you have the capacity, pay the fee outright, because this arrangement that we have, that you should pay 70% before you will be able to write the first semester examination, is really enforced. If you have anybody who had been with us previous years, he will tell you, we will make sure you pay up to the 70% before you will be allowed to write your end of semester exams. So what's the point? If you have the money, pay and we will all be happy.
Thank you very much, Efo. Now I want to switch our attention to the registration matters. Somebody says, I've paid my fees, the commitment fee at least, but as I yet, I have not received the lot of details. Mr. Christopher, what do you say to such people? And what is the problem?
Okay, so when you pay your fees, the username and password is supposed to automatically be sent to your phone.
By text or
by
by
text
WhatsApp?
message.
Okay.
And normally what happens is that it sends it in bulk, and sometimes some do not get delivered. Through no fault of anybody, because of technology, these things happen. Okay. So what you do is that if you have already paid and it's a day or two and you have still not received it, when you go to the portal, so either at myclass.knust.edu.gh where you access your V-class, or even at the app where you register, you click on forgotten password. When you click on forgotten password, what will require of you is that it will ask you to put your student number. And that student number is your application number.
Which begins with 2.
Which begins with 2.
Okay.
It's either 209 or 210 with other numbers. You type in that number. Your email, which you applied with, that username and password will be sent to that particular email address so that you get it. If you try and it's still not working, then you visit our helpdesk.knust.edu.gh. They would also solve it for you. If you try that one and still you are not getting it, you have been put into WhatsApp group. There are administrators on all the WhatsApp pages. Make sure you check the admin of that WhatsApp page, and then you get in contact with him or her, and they will help you out. So once you do that, we know you'll be able to get your username and password. The same goes with accessing the V-class. If you still cannot access, go to myclass www.edu.knusc.gh. Then you click forgotten password, reset it, you will be able to access it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ado. So what we need to do is that we need to go to the system and click on forgotten password or forgot password. And our password, the username and password will be sent to the email address you used in completing your online application form. Is that not what you are telling us?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So all those who have paid the commitment fee, at least the commitment fee, and are yet to receive your login details, this is the simple procedure you are supposed to follow. So this one, the exam officer would want to answer it for us. We do something else like registration of courses and biometric after, because I don't know what is next. So after the course registration, are we required to do course registration and biometric registration? So these two, exam officer, if you can briefly tell us what are the procedures for it or what we are supposed to do now.
Thank you very much. So for registration purposes, KNUST require that every student go through two modes of registration. The first one is a biometric registration, and then the second one is the course registration. For biometric, I think IDL, as you already put it, has been very magnanimous, and we're going to set up a registration desk at all the centers. In fact, today I've had a couple of students come to ask me wanting to do their biometric in Kumasi, and I realized that it was not set up at the center. So I would plead with you to hold on and relax. We're going to set it up at all the various centers, Kumasi, Accra, wherever center you're going to write your exams or attend your lecture. In fact, I'm very sure that by the time we are in the first block mid-sem, most of these centers will be set up. And then we will also communicate to you in your various classes that the biometric desk has been set up. So once you are done with your papers or you are done with your class, you move to the center and then you go and capture your biometric.
Registration the person should go through. So with now you can tell them the biometric registration and then the course registration.
Okay, please. Thank you very much. So there are two modes of registration, the biometrics and then the course registration. For the biometrics, the center will be set up at the various centers. But IDL will communicate to you as and when the biometrics will be done. Sometimes during your lecture period, other times during your exam period. Once the setup is done, it will be communicated to you in your various classes, and then you move on to go and capture your biometrics. So that will be done. As I mentioned earlier, for the course registration, you have to go online using your AIM app, and then you'll be able to do your course registration. If for some reason you have a challenge with the course registration, get in touch with your department exam officer. Every program under IDL has an exam officer in charge. Get in charge with the exam officer. How do you get in charge? Most of the WhatsApp pages you have created have lectures and then also exam officers' contact on that page. So try and get your exam officer. Know your exam officer. Very important you know your exam officer. Get their contact, and then you'll be able to do your registration. If your exam officer is not able to help, it will get to our desk as the IDL exam office desk, and then we'll be able to help you with the registration. In fact, as at yesterday, I observed that some few courses were not set up in the system. If it's not set up, what it means that you cannot register. We've drawn the attention of these exam officers to set up the course. And I'm sure once they do that, you should all be able to register. If you go and for some reason it's not being set up, you'll get the alert. Kindly contact your exam officer and they'll set it up for you. Thank you.
If somebody is asking whether it's too late to pay the fees.
Well, thank you, Mr. Edusei. It's never too late for you to pay your fees. You are welcome anytime you're ready to pay the fees. Go through the mode of payment as we explained in the video, and we're going to collect the money and update your accounts, and it will give you the service that you need. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Christopher, somebody wants to know that he has been admitted as a regular student of KNUST, but now he wants to change to become an IDL student. Is it possible, and what are the procedures such a person should go through, Mr. Ado?
So this is the procedure. It's two scenarios. If you have already accepted the admission and printed it, in that case, you have to inform the department in which you were admitted. So if you are admitted in business school, the regular school, you have to tell business school that you want IDL, and then they will take the admission off. Once they take the admission off, you get in touch with IDL. We'll be able to switch it to IDL for you, and then whether you've paid fees or not, the fees will be transferred. It is the same university. So your main duty is to contact the department first, let them take it off, and get in touch with us, and we'll be able to help you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Christopher. I forgot to introduce my two other colleagues who just joined me. Mr. Christopher is a senior assistant registrar in charge of e-learning services. He is to my immediate right. And then Dr. Charles Apre happens to be the Assistant Institute Examinations Officer. At this point, Mr. Christopher, I want you to tell us a bit about the help desk. The help desk. In case somebody has any issue, the person has tried on his or her own, it doesn't work. There's a help desk. How does the person go about it?
So IDL thrives on support, and we are here to support you. That is why all the officers are here answering your questions. There are different levels of support that we do. We have our center coordinators, which I'm sure the registrar talked about it. And then we have what we call the various official WhatsApp groups that the Institute created and have sent to every one of you. If you have not received it, get in touch with the IDL centers and the offices. They will give you your specific program WhatsApp group, and then you join. And then you can ask the administrator for that page. He would help you in addressing your issue. That is the first one. The second one is beneath your timetable or under your timetable, which you have seen. There are numbers that we have put there. The exams officer's number is there. The program coordinator is there. And the HOD's contact is there. Of course, because we are running regular school, you may call and they may not answer because that person might be teaching or not, or doing other things. So you WhatsApp or send a message or text. If still that does not go through, the university has created what we call helpdesk.knust.edu.gh. You go there and you put your ticket there. There are officers who are there to help you and get the problem rectified. After all this, if you are still not being able to get your help, get in touch with the main IDL office. We will get the help for you. So that is the help that we provide at distance learning for you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ado. I know that IDL is trying to be student-centered, so they try as much as possible to help students who have issues. So as Mr. Ado rightly mentioned, if you check your facilitation timetable, the names and contact details of everybody you need to know as far as your program is concerned has been provided. In fact, sometimes they even provide their email addresses. So if you have any issues, it is not only by a telephone call that we can resolve matters. Sometimes somebody can call you within 1 minute about 10 times. If the person was able to pick, he would have picked it the first time. So please and please again, there are other means of communicating. You either send a text or a WhatsApp, or you can even send an email so that if the person has the time, the person will be able to respond to your issues. Mr. Ado, I want you to also touch briefly on our website and the need for students to visit the website frequently. The website.
It is very, very important. Please and please, even though we have the WhatsApp groups, what we realize over the years is that some people depend on their class reps to give them the information. Now, if it's mid-semester, your mid-semester, it's at the end of the first block. We'll put the draft timetable there on the website. It is idl.knust.edu.gh. You go there and check it yourself and pick your timetable. If it is registration, we'll put it there. The fees, it is there. Every information you need, it's on the website. Check it yourself. Before every exams, if you have exams and it's this weekend, go there yourself and check idl.knust.edu.gh and see the latest timetable. We would have written final timetable there. There will be final there, and you would go for it. Don't depend on other people for information. They may draw your attention to it that exams is coming. But when they draw your attention, go to the website and pick it there. Any information on the website is authentic. So every week, you must check the IDL website for your timetable for class, for your announcements, for everything you need in IDL. The first point of call is the website before the other things come in.
Dr. Felix Obeng-Boateng, somebody said he got his admission today. When is the deadline for the payment of the commitment fee? Dr. Felix, over to you.
Thank you. First of all, I congratulate you for having your admission letter. Today. The commitment fee, the earlier you pay it, the better. Because when you pay, that's when you have the details for you to do your registration and also be online and participate in online facilitation and the stuff like that. So the earlier is paid, the better. But we don't have a deadline for that. But in your interest, the earlier, the better. Thank you.
If the person doesn't pay it early, it means that the person will be losing a lot as an idea.
Exactly.
So the earlier, the better. That is why we have reduced the commitment fee. Just pay the commitment fee and get access to our materials and start your classes. Thank you very much, as an Institute Finance Officer. Mr. Christopher, somebody is also asking, which office can I contact to change my program? And how do I do that? I think Didi answered this one, but just a bit of information.
It depends on where you are. If you are in Accra, you go to the Accra office, you let them be aware of it. They will get us informed. You don't need to travel to Kumasi. Wherever you are, there is an officer there. You go there and then you tell them this is the issue. They will send it to us. If it is possible, we will change it. For example, if you are doing top-up in accounting and you want to change to logistics, that one is not possible because you are topping up. However, if it's management you want to do, it's related, so you will be allowed to do. If still you want to, by special reason, you want to do that, what the arrangement is that you are brought to year 2, and then you do year 2, and then you can do the option, that's the new option you want to switch. That is for undergraduate. But for postgraduate, once you meet the minimum qualification of that program, you are allowed to change. But please, after mid-sem, there's no change because at that time, it is over. After the first block mid-sem, we cannot change because we assume that there's no way you could have done the first mid-sem and repeat. Maybe you have to come back the following year to do that one.
So it means that the person will have to officially inform the institute. Yes. Is that not what you are telling us?
Yes.
But the person doesn't need to travel to Kumasi to come and deliver the letter. The person can deliver that letter at any of our centers.
Yes.
Or through our email address. The registrar's email address is on our website.
Yes.
Is that not it? So somebody is also asking the exam officer, if you want to take this one for me, what happens if I am on an official assignment and you have a face-to-face lecture? I'm asking because my job requires traveling for training and workshop at any point in time. Exam officer, what happens to such a person?
Thank you very much. So, as was mentioned by Registrar earlier, IDL is actually using what we call the blended mode. What it means is that there's face-to-face, there's online. If for a particular weekend you are unable to attend the face-to-face, we actually encourage that you look at wherever you have reached. If there is also going to be, that program is running in that center. Let's say you are in Kumasi, you find yourself in Accra. Sometimes, interestingly, the weekend you find yourself in Accra, that's when the face-to-face is actually happening for your course. And then you can join in the Accra Center and then attend the lecture. If for some reason you don't have that chance to join the lecture, like Registrar mentioned earlier, we have almost all the lectures we are giving you also on video recorded. So what it means is that you should be able to also get a video and then listen to everything for the day. If it's for the examination purpose, then that one, as mentioned by Deputy Director, we write exams at almost all our centers. So depending on where you find yourself, just give us prior notice for logistic purposes, and then we'll make an arrangement for you to write the paper at wherever you are. So let's say you're in Accra, for a weekend you have to write your midterm, you find yourself in Tamale, you should be able to tell us, and then arrangements will be made for you so you can write your paper in Tamale. Thank you.
Mr. Ado, if you want to add on to what the exam officer said, what about the recording of lectures? I know ideal, you say you record your lectures and put them somewhere. So if you can elaborate on that one a bit.
So we run online classes through Zoom. And once we run it, we record it and put it on the virtual platform, virtual classroom, myclass.knust.edu.gh. So if you do the class this weekend, by the middle of the following week, it is uploaded. By Wednesday, it should be uploaded. Normally, it's only revision that we upload it almost immediately because you need it for the exams. So that's it. We do that.
So it means that even if I miss a physical class, I can still go back to the virtual classroom and have the video that was recorded during the live physical class played back and listen to it.
No, this is how it is done. Most of the courses, not all, but most of them have videos of the course. So, for example, if your course has 10 units, you are doing BBA. In this particular course, you are doing ISD 4-5 something. That course had been taught by the facilitator and recorded and put online.
Already?
Already.
Okay.
And so it's there. Last year's Zoom teaching is also there for you. Last 2 years is there for you. And then this year's own. So you see the years there so that you would have access to them and go over and over again. So that is what is put there. Not the direct face-to-face you have in Tamale or Takrade or Accra. No, that's the difference. But the online one, it is there. And the pre-recorded ones is also there for you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ado. Efo, somebody is asking, what happens if I paid my fees via Mumu? That's mobile money. Is it allowed?
Thank you, Mr. Dusey. We have the AIMS app. You can use it to pay your fees. If you follow the processes correctly, you will have your accounts updated with us. Yes, it's an approved means that you can pay your fees.
That is very good. So can we deliver our acceptance letter to our centers, Mr. Christopher Ado?
Yes, every center you find yourself, deliver it. It will be brought to us.
Exam officer, somebody is asking, KNUST idea, you are using something they call block 1, block 2, block 3. What does that mean? Okay, if you can explain it to them.
Thank you very much. So what we are currently doing is that we are running our lectures in block. And every semester we find ourselves in 3 blocks. Typically, for most of the blocks, you have 2 courses there. So block 1, you take 2 courses after you write your midterm. Block 2, you take 2 courses after you write your midterm. Block 3 as well, you take 2 courses after you write your midterm. Then at the end of it all, we organize our end of semester. So blocking basically is just a simple way of, dividing the semester. So basically that's what the block system means.
Thank you very much. We want to take a short break and put the questions together, and then we'll come back very soon to answer them.
The KNUST swimming pool will open soon. There will be an array of fascinating and enjoyable activities, including parties, events, swimming lessons, and live music during the weekend. Enjoy local and continental cuisines along with your favorite drink. Your tension will melt away in a calm atmosphere of Kumasi's only Olympic-sized swimming pool. Can't wait to see you there. The KNUST swimming pool will open soon. There will be an array of fascinating and enjoyable activities, including parties.
The KNUST Feedback app helps management to provide better services. The KNUST Feedback app is a web-based application for students, staff, ATS. It is a platform for collecting feedback and ideas to help the university improve on its service delivery.
A couple of questions that we are trying
its main
answer. Somebody asked about the Vodafone SIM card. Usually, you supply them when we are doing the biometrics. There are some key information that has to be taken, and this is done during the biometric. So don't worry, we'll give you the SIM card when you are doing your biometric registration. It will be very soon. You heard that somebody was admitted today. That's why we will not share them now. From next week, it's likely that we get the SIM card. Thank you. Few announcements, most of them have been dealt with through your question and answer. Now that we have done with this orientation, from Monday, 15th of January, up to 18th on Thursday, there will be program orientation. There will be program orientation. It's online, as in the evenings. Please, it's important, join, so that you can ask the questions about the programs. Always check the website, you get the information, and your WhatsApp platforms. Yes, those who have forgotten their passwords and those who cannot even register on the V class, we dealt with that. Either you can go there, forget password, you get it, or paste it on your WhatsApp group, or go to any of our centers, or you may come to Kumasi. We'll help you to do that. But please don't usually travel. You can do it online. Give us a ticket and the programs will be solved. ID cards also, yes, nobody asked about that. But you'll be supplied with an identity card. Usually, we come to the center, and then when you're doing the biometric, you share the IDs for you. So you get the IDs. In fact, we are working so hard that latest, by the time that you write the block mid-semester, you have your ID card. You talk about the WhatsApp and Telegram groups. Please join. Tell your friends to join, because that's where you put the information, and also on the website. It is important that you go there. we talk about the technical support teams. They are there most time of the day, and then the weekend they are there. But please, sometimes also we need to rest. So not deep nights. Some may call even 12 midnight. Please, as human as we are, give us some little rest. I wish that you don't call after 10 p.m. Call early, and they will respond to your calls. And also, on the website, we have student guide, especially those who are doing the top-up, or even if you are postgraduates, and then you don't acquire your first degree here, or even if you were here and you did not read the student guide, please read. It is important. It's online. A lot of things, if you have read that document, you won't ask any question. They are self-explanatory. If you read them, you can navigate your ways, even if you are anywhere. It helps a lot. There are some questions that you won't ask. Like, I want to defer my program and all this. Everything there is clearly stated. So please read that document. And then there are a lot of policies also around. They are online. Read. Yes, you are a distant learning student. But if you read all these things, then you feel as if you are in Kumasi. And everywhere that you go, clearly people will see that you are a NUST student. And also, you've been admitted to one of the prestigious universities in the country and in the world. Please, let us respect everyone. Respect your lecturers, that we call facilitators, your administrators, the center coordinators, and students. Let's be courteous so that you form a big family, and every day you'll be proud that we are KNUST students. And then, let's take care of the property of the university. Take care, the classrooms, the furniture, everything. Please, let's take good care of them because breakages are payable. Thank you for your attention. And then also, KNUST and RDF for that matter, you use a lot of social handles. Please share, join, and look at them. Play back. It will help you and will help everybody. With this, I'm handing the baton to the Deputy Director, Professor Andrews, to give us a closing remarks. Professor?
Thank you very much, Registrar. As we bring this orientation to a close, I'll take this opportunity to thank you very much for joining our orientation program. I believe that you've learned a lot. You still have so many questions, I know. Feel free to contact us through our help desk, and all your issues will be addressed. And so, on behalf of management and the board of IDL, I once again welcome you to KNUST IDL, where we deliver quality education to your doorstep. Thank you very much, and God bless you.